Hello, everybody. Yeah, we need to zoom in. And we need to change this so that it's not seeing that, but it's over here. And then make this go away. How's everybody doing on this Thursday afternoon? Oh, let's get this to be the right size. So I am hanging out and I just thought I would share the afternoon with you guys. I've got some work to do and it might be fun to have you come along. I'm going to be writing a demo song for the new library that we just released for Rob Poppin's Blue 2. We have a really cool library called Universal Cafe. Let's see. So we gotta stop that. And there we are live on YouTube. Hello, hello. Hey, Surface to Air. Hey there. And I want to do this. I want to go get this link and put this here and say, if you want to chat. Oh, wait, not the share page. We'll get everything going here in a minute. If you want to. All right. So how is everybody? I just hope everybody's doing good. We got that. Now we got to do Facebook. Tell everybody on Facebook that we're live. So they can come join us if they so desire. I can't stream to Facebook and YouTube. I watched Nick on a Sonic State, and he somehow has everything all set up so he can stream to YouTube and Facebook and everything all at once. And I'm just not, with Livestream, they're not able to do both. So anyway, let's see here. All right, so we got that happening. And of course it doesn't show the right thumbnail. That's just, the internet's getting there. It's not there yet. We keep thinking it's coming along and everything's great, but it's not. Anyway, so we just released this library for Blue 2 that's really awesome. It's called Universal Cafe. Let me call up the super spiffy artwork here. If I go, where did I put that? Check this out. Here's the artwork. That's the library. Universe in a Teacup. Kid Anthem did a lot of this. I did some production polishing at the end. I did 28 or so patches for it. I can show you some of the patches right now if you want to hear some as I'm playing it out and figuring out what kind of demo I want to write. So it's both detuned bass and then just a single solid. You need both. Okay, right? Shadow Walker. I'm just moving the mod wheel, so we like to put a lot of variation in the mod wheel. I thought I'd set that up. Oh, I forgot it. So I'm going to do a demo song for this. Also, this Saturday, the live stream on YouTube that's at 12 p.m. that I do is going to be really cool in that I have the programmer that created Absynth, version 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's been there for them all. His name is Brian Clevenger. We're going to be doing a live stream talking about deep programming inside of Absynth, giving some insight. We're also releasing some free patches that we've been making for Absynth just for fun. I've got some that I've made here. I'm going to make some more. These are Brian's patches so far. He's making more as we speak. And we're going to give those away. And they're coming out. So I want to program some things with Absynth today. we'll be playing with this. But first I gotta do a demo song. But this is such a great synth. And yes, it's old. The first version of Absynth came out over 20 years ago. And still a great synthesizer. So we're gonna do some of that today too. But first up, we gotta go and make something cool with Bluetooth. And I wanna get over here. I will check every now and then for chat, but I'm not checking chat on a regular basis. So this is not necessarily a question and answer type of a stream. I have work to do. So now this library has a lot of chill stuff. So I'm going to do kind of a chill. Let's maybe try something with this kind of a kit. And I wanted to show you guys how to use, let's make this all go away so it's just this. I wanted to use the Groove Player. And actually I should put the whole interface I use Logic Pro. You can use any DAW. Lots of people love Live. They're all great. They all have tools. I've used Logic since it was on the Atari 520 ST computer, which came out before a lot of people that will watch this video were born. And I'm just so used to it. I was a beta tester before Apple bought them with the company. I know all the ins and outs, and so when I need to get work done, this is I have a number of other sequencers that I use to just experiment and play around with, and I haven't found anything that really warms my soul the same way that Logic does. So I'm gonna do some work here. What's my favorite synth? Oh guys, dude, there's so many synths. I think maybe my favorite would probably be Absynth, just because of how flexible it is and how many libraries I have and how it pays my bills and keeps me surviving. To be quite honest with you, it's such a great synthesizer that can go so many different places. But they're all great. They all have different tools that are valid and reasons to exist. And I love this job of getting to make and create patch support libraries. I mean, if we go over here to listen to some of these new sounds, there's some really cool stuff. I love Aquaman. There's really cool features, some very innovative ones. If we go over here to the, so just in a summary, Bluetooth is 6 oscillators, which if you go to the algorithm page, you can design it to be all sorts of different complex multi-oscillator FM synthesis algorithms that do all sorts of different things. But we're doing this straight up number 1, which says that everything is just a single oscillator, like a subtractive synthesizer that has 6 oscillators. And I'm using 5. You can see by the little blue lights that are on. And I have them so that they're all set. If I go to the chord memory and turn it off, you can now play your chords of your choice. But what's really cool is if you turn on the learn, you can play the notes that you want for it to be a chord and then set to play. And my CPU's freaking out. Boy, I'm gonna have a good time writing a demo song, huh? Let's get the release to be shorter, so I'll show you a couple cool tricks or cool. So if I take this, let me know if the stream freaks out because, so if you could only have one desert synth, is it Absynth? No. Bluetooth is incredible for pads. Some of you guys are commenting on the pads. And it's really good. It has an effects section, which has some cool effects. I'm gonna bypass them for the moment. I wanna show you this trick over here that's so cool. So, I have some things that have a slow envelope. Right? Check this out, it has a strum time, which is really cool. So you can, And see sync, if you watch right here, here's your data window area. You could set your sync to be 1/8 notes. You can do really cool stuff, and it's really fun because, let's see. There's a couple of things with the way the directories work. I have edited this, and so the edit light is on. If I was to go over here to the patches and change to another patch, it locks that edit in place. Oh, I should stop streaming my video here. That will help save some DSP. But I'm not going to do that. And right here is original. So I can at any time go between the edit and I can hit original and go back to the way it was when I saved it. Right? So that's nice because the way that this instrument works, the design of this is, because I know enough about how Rob works and how producers work. This is to be just to like go to all these here on the right are banks. So you can quickly go Jamal's bank or here and I need something. You can go all over the place so quickly. But what happens if you go into this, two things. If I edit this, if I go here and okay, so I've edited it, right? And let's go over here and bring up the envelope amount and make this. See, I've edited it, right? So if I go surfing through the library, when I go back to that patch, it's still messed up. And it's messed up that way in the bank now. Now, if I hit save and I hit save again, it will overwrite this bank and that becomes a permanent edit. But if I change banks and come back and go, oh wait, where's it? It's gone. I just lost my edit. So it's in this volatile bank of memory that if you don't save it after you've done edits, you're in trouble. But the cool thing with this is you could do edits to a whole bunch of sounds. I could edit this sound, this sound, this sound, this and this. I could edit a whole lot of sounds. And then I just have to remember I hit save before I change to another bank. There's no other synth except for the Rob Poppin, Pop. I'm gonna practice saying how to say his last name because he's from Austria, I believe. But we put our library at 00, so it's at the top of the list. Right? All right, so for this demo, I know I want to use this. This is really cool. Oh, wait, where is it? The drum. But I'm going to edit it some. Don't want delays. What's really cool is both the delays and the filters have a low pass and a high pass filter. So, as well as damp. And damp is decaying drastically of high end down to make it damp out. Spread gives you more stereo image. I'm actually going to change to the reverb instead of the high quality because I'm live streaming and I don't want this to. So let's get this started. Let's record this in. We're just going to play around. I might have to do a lot of bouncing. Oops. I have a Super Modular Drums groove playing that I was not expecting to have play. That's not the groove I want. So let's go to Super Modular Drums. I've got it set to remember when we started all this a long time ago. I was going to go to Absynth. Go one more down. We have over here. So I want to use a groove because I want to show you guys how the groove player works and make sure that you're all up to date. So the MIDI files, single, maybe down tempo would be fun to play with. Let's listen to it. Cool. I want something simple, so I like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the MIDI file up here, and no. So I have the blue. Now, the drum sounds, when I'm listening to those grooves, it's really hard to do this, but you got to realize those MIDI files were made for different kits. I'm using a new kit that came with Super Macho drums. When I did that groove, it was with Mega Macho drums, and the new kits that come in Super Macho drums didn't exist. So I'm listening to that, and I'm not worried about the sounds because I'm going to hit my little piano player roll here, and I'm going to look at these now. See, that kick was all right, but the snare has to go. So. And this is okay. So that's closer to what I want. But I want to do some things to this now. So let's call up the interface. This right symbol, we're going to shape this. So I'm going to hit the lock so that now I can play the groove. Go to high pass filter. Turn on EQ. Quick EQ. Take down the high end a little bit. Then I'm going to add some delay to it. I sync it. Now that snare. There you are. So let's turn off lock, play a new sound, hit lock. So I think I want to envelope it shorter. Turn on punch. Turn it down because it's a little loud. And put through some sort of cool trippy reverb. So let's go to tone verb. These are the weird trippy reverbs. I sampled all sorts of things that you shouldn't sample and turn them into reverbs, like band hits and a boom stab. Now let's turn on the blue. Cool. And we need to duplicate this for a whole bunch of tracks. So let's go over here. What's my key command? New with duplicate settings is Command D. So I'm just going to hit D a couple times. That makes a couple more blues right here. So let's go to this blue and find another sound. I was thinking to use an older demo or something like that. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just... It's FM, so I had to do some pianos. Here's this one. I also love this one. And odd is really cool. I was thinking maybe this. And the reason it's odd, I'll show you. It's a really fun thing I did. I have on the mods, I have velocity affecting filter A. So what happens is it's based on velocity, because see, my mod source is velocity and I have it pretty sensitive. So anytime I play a note and then play a new note with a different velocity, so they interact with each other. So you get some cool stuff from those. Okay, so what I'm going to do, this is why I like Logic, is so I wasn't recording, but Logic was. So that was recorded. Because when I'm not recording, I think totally different than if I have a click and a red light on. It just freaks me out. So I hate that. And so all the time I play stuff in loose. And then I go in and I fix it. So that's a good start to a demo. So if I copy this to here, and the first time through, I don't want the kick. Wait, cancel. Shorten. I don't know why it's doing that. So let's say delete the kick. And maybe for the snare. The thing I love with Super Macho drums is it's 61 samples across the keyboard. So I have all these notes up high that I put samples on. There. Now the drums come in because the second time through has the actual drum groove. Let's see. So we're on the third part. My CPU is actually doing well. I'm kind of surprised. So I'm going to turn everybody down at this point, because once you start getting a bigger production going with all the levels, you need to come to your mixer, take all these guys, and I'm just going to bring them all down at once, a whole bunch. So I'm not distorting. I have lots of headroom to work with. Now I could do the typical kind of bass like this, but I might try to do something different. Try bass, BPM. So maybe not that. It might be cool. Let's go to the filtering. So everybody's OCD to filter. I'll tell you what, I can tell right away that I need to, this is using the sequencer. You have to look over here at your play mode, because it has a sequencer, it has an arpeggiator. So if you're on the arpeggiator page and you're trying to modify things and it's set to sequencer, don't do that. But here is speed. Let's just go to halftime. Now, one thing that's cool, this is using 3 oscillators, right? Is there any? It is. It's using FM. So it's using all B and C, or A and B are beaten up on C. So if I bring these up, you'll hear, I think I've enveloped these fairly short. Oh, that's not being used. No, they're just playing the whole time. Okay, cool. If I bring up the filter, you'll hear. That's what's actually going on in the oscillator here. If I bring these down. But then this filter is great. And one thing that's cool with the sequencer of Blue, it has a velocity value for the track, for each event. So you can have hard notes. I want this to go down lower. And let's go over here and look at the effects page. We've got 2-band EQ. And I want this to be a little bit modular sounding. I have a couple ways I could do that. I could let's also go to the delays and bring back the feedback. And I want these to be a little bit warmer and more stereo. So I'm going to bring up a little bit more of this modulation, which is a chorus. It's a delay. If I speed up, you can really hear. That's what it's doing to the delay lines. You slow it down and make less of it. It becomes magical. And we have one spot open. The configuration for the effect path is a tricky one, but because this is just one, if I study this, I see, oh wait, there is more going on. What's going on with the algorithm? So these parts are being used in it as well. But that's going to filter A, and that's going to filter A, and they're all going out to effects A. So there's a signal path chain to follow, which tells me I can set this to serial, so it goes A, B, C, D. And that gives me B to play with to put something on like lo-fi. Here's a mix control. Let me turn down the... So I usually don't do this when I do demo songs, but for this sound, I want it to be a little bit different than what you would find. Here's the original, right? I've half-timed it and I've darkened it to make this is where the edit and the original are really cool to work with. So, by the way, just so you guys know, if you want Blue 2, don't spend $149 for it. It's on sale if you go to timeandspace.com. for $103 through this weekend. So people can sit and watch this all day. Good. Well, I'm going to do more of this. I like being available, and it's fun to work this way. So we've got our little idea. Let's see. Hey, Tim Dale. Tim Dale makes patch libraries for the Plugin Guru website. Good to see you, my friend. He's got a new one, Sabersphere 2, which is great. We're doing a demo for the new Blue 2 library. I want less boom. It's got a lot of attack in the envelope of the filter. Oh, and Jason's here too. Rocky Mountain Sound. He's got Northern Lights. It's cool these guys are here. By the way, just so we're clear, I'll mention it every now and then. This coming Saturday at 12 p.m., I'm doing a live stream here, and it will be including an interview with Brian Clevenger, who created Absynth. And we will be releasing both. If you own the Power Pack, you can go to the Plugin Guru website on Saturday, and this library will magically appear, but we'll also make it as a Dropbox link for everybody to be able to download for free. So we've got like 20 patches that we've made this week and that we're giving away. Just because he needs to just be out and about. I don't know how much we can talk about future stuff, but we're gonna have some fun looking at Absynth. I've told you guys many times it has the most powerful envelopes on the planet, so we will play with that and explore that. I don't want to, you know what? Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna search for another sound because oh, check out Bingo. So the way I'm doing this is really cool. It has, because as you can see, there's a bass drum here, but where's the snare and the hi-hat and stuff coming from, right? And so if we solo these parts out, let me see, my algorithm is A and B are joined for an FM source, C is its own sound source, and D is its own sound source. So A and B give us, and you hear it changing, right? Because Sequencer has a super dirty, magically cool trick. It's got the wave page. Wave lets you go in and use each sequence step to be a different waveform from the entire library of all the waveforms. And one cool thing with Bluetooth is it comes with samples as well as waveforms. So it can do wave sequencing. So A and B, here's just B by itself. So if I went right here and I set this to be additive, and it's got little plus and minuses, and you can see right here where it says original wave, I can change it to be anything I want. So D is the drums, and see how it has a track? Track means tracking pitch. I turned it off. So D is going 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I go here, throw in different snare, there's a hi-hat. So cool, so cool. So it has like a wave sequencing ability built into it. So this one patch, Bingo, really goes crazy. But I also made a version without the drums. It can get nasty. I think I'm gonna use Dirty Pulsar because this is closer to but I need to undirty it some. So let's look at the algorithm. So it's 2 groups of 3. So C and F are the real sound sources that we need to focus on. Let's turn off these 3. Oh, that's nice. So D, E, and F I use to make a dirty timbre with these guys. Right? But I turn them down a little bit and it does less F. Are you home? Oh, it's a flex day, right? Hi, buddy. Hey, I'm live streaming on YouTube. My daughter's here. Which is pads? Which is better for pads, Omnisphere or Blue 2? Oh, my goodness. We have to realize probably it's Omnisphere because it comes from Atmosphere and it has literally the sources for literally thousands of pad sounds inside of it. Yeah, and it's, you know, you can get Blue 2 for $103 and Absynth or Omnisphere is $500. So they're kind of 2 different baseball diamonds, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, Jason, right? Also, I've noticed Bluetooth seems to be capped on polyphony somehow. You can set polyphony in Omnisphere to be like 48 or 64 notes of polyphony if you need it. And I've had cases here where I play chords and I kind of hear some note stealing, and I haven't been able to find, there's a poly mode and there's mono, but there's nowhere to say how many voices of poly it is, you know? It's kind of weird. So it's not perfect. It's not a perfect synthesizer, but it's got a really cool personality to it. And it was really fun to make patches for. So let's see here. Now these guys, this is routing to filter B. Got some distortion on it. Let's turn that off. I'm gonna go over here to filter B's envelope. What it is. Okay. And the last place to look is the effects, because I have a cabinet. So turn that off. And we might want to, let's see. So I just want to be more steady, like a pitch. So else I can go to get this to be a little bit more the way I want. Let's see, I don't have any retrigger. This has the ability to do retriggering on the envelopes. I'm not doing that. So I just want to listen closely. Oh, I'm on a sawtooth. Let's change this. Distortion's down here. Here's some sort of a distorted sound coming from. This is bypass, so it shouldn't even be affecting it, right? He's on. Oh, what's going on? Actually, let's sequence it, and then I can play with the sound of it. What did I do to this? There's something I have going on with the... Oh, it's LFOs playing around with stuff. That's what it is. There's free LFOs playing around. Cool. That might work out to be fine. I don't know. Idea down. Try a couple things. Cool. I like the vibe. I'm overdriving somewhere, but we'll figure that out as we go along. Yeah, that bass. Hopefully I don't crash. I haven't tried to write a demo song live on YouTube before. So let's do this. I'm going to turn that ability off. I have it automatically switching plugins when I change tracks. And we're turning that off because I'm changing tracks too often. I hear a distorted. Okay. want to have this part doubled down here for that clasp sound. I like that. So go over here. Turn that off. Keep the upper stuff going. There. So I have a right symbol in the other track already, right? I'm doing kind of a mellow demo because Kid Anthem has already done a couple demos that were really cool and more of the aggressive type of stuff. So we have that kind of personality covered for this library, and I wanted to show off this side of things. So we do put some. I do a sign pad for every library. It's a must. See, where are my chords? I like that right there. You can readjust your master levels without distortion. 32-bit vehicles. Hey John, add a gain plugin to your first insert on your. Oh, okay. Yeah, I could do that to just tame everybody down, because the plugins themselves are not distorting. So let's go to utility. Is that better? One more time. Okay, now I wasn't recording, but once again, hit this button and I was. Second time through, I liked what I did. So let's go back here and right here at 9. Command T, split those puppies, get rid of this one. Maybe I don't need a pad in the beginning. What do you guys think? start of an idea. Now, before I get too much farther, we should save this. So save as Being Blue. I like that. Desktop. There we go. So I have a... And we should do a couple of fun tracks. So I'm hitting Command D to give me a couple more blue. We'll see. Oh, my CPU's heavy, so. System overload. Shock. Let's repeat this like that. Turn off loop, so we have it as a solid. I should name these two piano, BPM bass, and pad, and super macho drums. Right? Yeah, I'm feeling chilly, so we're doing chill kind of stuff. So if you guys are expecting some like crazy thing, that will be another time. What else do we want to do? All right, I was gonna play with some fun stuff like we're on a blank track, right? Oh, but you know what? I'm on the so I need to be on EPM string. I just lost my pad, I believe. Yeah. What sound was I using? It was a pad. Yeah, the tremolo strings. So, to start this off, because that drum groove thing is so cool, I don't want the piano part to come in right away. I don't want any of this to come in right away. So actually, let's do this. Let's take everybody. You guys all get to chill. This way I can do some fun stuff in this beginning part. I'm on 7. Let's do this. We just want to play with this first 8 measures first. And go looking through the sounds. Do something fun though. Kid Anthem made some cool drones. That's kind of fun. We play that for a minute. Oh wait. Then I'm going to convert that to audio. Let's see here. Let's bounce that in place. I like just the second half of it, but I'm going to see if I can do something fun to it. So pop it up. And then I'm going to move the pieces around. That sounds like. Uh-huh. Sounds so good, huh? What happened? It was such a great idea, but start right at 1. Have the volume be up loud and bounce in place, please. Bounce in place. Dronage. There, that worked. I don't know why it didn't work the first time, so we'll just have it play the first. What we got? All right, so let's do this. Let's chop up like 3, Command T, 4, 5, and 6. So we have, yeah. And delete this, delete that. Put that the first one. And let's do this. Let's shorten them. And then we go over here to the regions and we put fade outs on them. Then you option click on these guys. I don't know what I'm doing, just having fun. Have to indulge. So I want to make these double time, like that, right? Oh, undo that, zoom in. There. Oh, need to be shorter still. So I'm making a beat. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not, but you got to go with what you're thinking. So try it, right? Uh-huh. Well, that's one idea. Let's mute that and let's try another idea. I was thinking I was like making a couple of static things and bounce them around. So since that's audio, call up Blue again and find another sound. What if you chomp that up? So if we had that going, was a noble attempt? Well, I like the idea of where we started with. So. Okay, so let's save that. Then I'm going to make a couple sounds in Absynth and then go play with my daughter. So Absynth. So we're doing a live stream with Brian Clevenger on, oh yeah, let me play. For those, there's some new people that just showed up. So this is a demo for Blue. I'm doing kind of a chill thing. So I have this cool drum sound. Then we combine and add to it some stuff as we go along here. And super macho drums. And I have a bass in here too. I have an idea. I'll keep working on it. Better than I thought I would get. I've never done a live stream and like, well, I have done that. I can't say never. I've got 150 videos, so there's other stuff I've definitely done in the past. So we're going to call up Absynth, and I just want to make a couple patches. We're doing a really fun thing. Brian Clevenger is joining me on Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. And we're going to have a kind of a fun little master class hang with Absynth. And so we're going to be giving away patches during the live stream for free. And so he's made a bunch. I've made some. I need to make more. So I've made, I'll show you what I have so far. I have a victory pat. Crazy sound. A lot of this sound is coming because of cloud. That's without cloud. Doing a cool random, and then here to everything. But you don't hear the second cloud until you go to the performance page. It's on the mod wheel. Right here. So that effect is really unique to Absynth. I really like that. So there's that sound, Pad of Existence. Another pad. And then there's a whole lot of samples. People don't realize that it can play samples, and if you go to the sample folder, there's 22 folders of samples that come with Absynth. And so I'm actually going to play with those a little bit more here in a minute. So I made like a synthy guitar kind of thing. So these will be free on Saturday, so come join us. Let's go to the browser. I typically do I have an init patch? Or there's a way to do inits under edit, file, new sound. So first let's go to the envelope. Don't know what I want to do yet. But I want to play with samples, and we'll probably play with granular and stuff. So let's change this to be sample to start with. Click here to go to the samples folder. And I'm just using factory samples. I have the Plugin Guru Power Pack comes with its own bunch of samples that I created for that library, but I'm not including those because I want this to be an easy download that anybody can access. So I'm downloading and just using samples from the actual Absynth folders that come with it. So that's interesting. Oh, that's cool. Now, the way Absynth works with samples, it has a very crude ability to turn on a loop, and you can have a loop with a start point and an end point. And you have to listen. You know, this is long enough. I'm not even going to worry about it. So I'm going to bring up my polyphony, which means I need to bring up my volume as well. Absynth is one of the rare synthesizers where when you add polyphony, it cuts the volume down. Someone's trying to make it so you don't distort by having more voices. I like that start. Go to the envelope. But I want rhythmic. This is going to be a rhythmic patch. I want to do something rhythmic with the sine wave. I'll do something with the this guy too. It'd be cool for him to be doing a rhythm thing. So let's go over here. How should we do it? Let's do this. Let's turn on a filter. Right? Okay. Maybe. Let's make sure it's high resolution. We could add some wave shaping if we wanted to. That's cool, right? Just a little bit to give it more fidelity. And then go to the envelope, and with Absynth, if you want an envelope, you have to create it. So we're going to say new for the filter and for the frequency. And then we're going to go over here to transform and say expand into an AR pulse, generate. And then we have all these parameters we can choose. Let's first of all say loop. So where it says, where is it at? Right here, sustain, we want it to be loop. So that way it says looping. Now we can go back to the generate, the pulse, and the minimum. Choose a number of attacks I want it to be. I just want 4 because I'm going to play with the rhythm of it a little bit. Duration. Do I want it to be that, or do I want it to be double time? Let's have it be this, and then I can add some double time to it. That would be 8 pulses. And I'm going to go back now to the patch, and I want to get more. So now I have all that stuff to work with in the filter. And I know I want a wave shaper. I love the wave shaper. So let's go over here, choose a wave shaper. This is the kind of stuff that Absynth just is a monster at. So I have this pulsing shape here, right? Now if I set this to grid so I can see the timing, if I set it to lock, I can now go in here and add additional steps. So I'm gonna have this go be a double time here. Dum, dum. I need to zoom in more. You know, did I do not? I might have done the pulse to the wrong thing. So. Set to 5. And minimum attack. So let's get rid of these guys here. Another envelope on the filter doing that wave shape amount. Let's have this do straight 8th notes as well. Or maybe 16th notes would be cool. Okay, let's go to the patch. Oh, it's got to be a loop. Oh, I didn't want the wave shape amount. Can I rechange that? No, I can't. But I can do... Did the wrong one. I didn't want that. I wanted to be not the wave shaper, but the filter. Yeah, I did want the phase shape with the shape amount. That's what I thought I did. Cool. Okay. That's kind of what I wanted. So that's just one oscillator with a sine wave. And if I wanted, I could play... Need some chordal thing here, so let's do this. Make this a double. And transpose. Different waveform. So that's almost right. Now the way to get that to be more fuzzy, I don't want this to be quite so resonant. Right here I'm going to add frequency shift. No, cloud. Where's my controls? shaper. And then everything through a filter here. So the flow of Absynth, let's see, we'll turn to stereo, is you have 3 oscillators that are, each one has 2 options here, and there can be, this could be filters or wave shapers. They made it really cool. Brian did it really cool where if you go to here, you have the same thing, the filters, the wave shaper, the super comb, all these options for up to 2 per oscillator for 3 oscillators, which as you can see, this is just one oscillator with BPM stuff happening. Then I have a chordal thing, and then a solid bass. And if I wanted, I could use this wave shaper through other shapes. And then if I wanted, I could edit the shape of the wave shape. I think, no, these are preset. I can move through this actual shape now and see where I want it to be. Now, if I wanted, can I copy that, turn this on, paste that? Because I want to put this to another one of my favorite effects, which is the, I believe, frequency shift. It's either that or the ring mod. I think it's the frequency shift. And then you go to noise. Check this out. This is a crazy cool trick. So you add noise. That's it. Maybe it's not frequency shift, but it's pitch shift. You can use this to get random, like cool random LFO pulsing things for motion. And then I have a filter here, right? So go to envelopes, new, and that new filter will show up in the list since I added it. Filter master, filter frequency. Let's do another pulse. Just a subtle pulse. Turn on loop. And now you have a cool sound. Turn on the effects. And the effects are incredible. Isn't that cool? And this is cool down in the lower range, so I'm going to go to the performance page and transpose this puppy down an octave. Okay, that's a good start. So let's go save. What should we call this? I'll get some feedback from you guys. Oh, you guys are late. Hey, Kid Anthem's here. Earlier we were playing with his new library, but now we're making Absynth patches. So kind of got a bossa nova vibe to it. I saved this last block because I might need to have... I can use this. It's a really cool... You can use the wave shaper is one of my favorite... Just get some really cool stuff if you set the envelope, the volumes right. It's moving through this waveform shape, so here's without it. Gives it a little more edge. See yas. Good to see you, kid. His library is awesome, by the way. If you need sounds for Blue too, which is a cool synth, we have a library that he just finished. What should we call this? Space Nova. Good name. I like that. So chord, because it's one. If you play a note and it plays more than one harmony, melody, interval, that becomes a chord. Space Nova. Space Nova. Yeah. Cool. So this will be free on Saturday. And there's so much I could do to this. I haven't played with Absynth in a long time, to be honest with you. That's why I love doing stuff like this, because it forces you to get back into things that you haven't been into for a while. So what else should we do? Give me an idea for another sound I should make for this Absynth library. We're at a sine wave now. How about a cool noisy sine wave kind of lead sound with all these cool effects and stuff? That might be fun. So if we go over here to the main page and have this be... So we go to the envelope page. Mega Magic Mermaid. I like that name. Wave shaper in gain. Let's zoom in. I don't like how you have to navigate these envelopes. It works, but oh, we turn off lock. Turn off a grid. Zoom out. So this is using the envelopes to take I had that envelope so nice. Why did I do that? I broke it. go to the level now. So we have that type of a sound. Let's do an FM one for the second oscillator. So go to FM synthesis. Index is the volume. And again, we need to do an envelope that's snappy like this. I thought that there's a way. I guess not. I thought I could copy and paste. I could go save into the envelopes. Call this snappy. It failed. Okay. Good. Thanks. So let's go oscillator B. New in B, we have oscillator B. Modulation volume. Where's the index? There we go. Once again, we'll just manually do it. So we have 20 minutes up to the live stream. I'm going to stop at 4. And let's take the transpose the pitch. Let's turn it down a little bit. So if I combine that. I'm building an oscillator that's got a cool personality, and then I'm going to use a filter at the end to shape playing wise and tonality wise. We can have some fun with different shapes. I think I can make an envelope actually for the transpose of that. So if we say new envelope, B transpose. That's unison transpose. Mod pitch right here. So you can do all sorts of crazy FM pitchy things, but I'm going to use it fairly. Video game. Transpose. That's right. I can set this to be 13, 12. If you want to do all the FM. Nice and bright in your face. Let's turn on this filter to see. Let's do this. We want to, if I remember all my abilities here. I gotta remember how I did velocity stuff. Way back in the day, I remembered, now I don't remember. Assignments, there's something here. Velocity, right here is your velocity, and it's all sorts of things you can control the velocity of. So we need to do it to amp for A and B. More. You can even invert the curve. One of the things I love with Absynth, check this out, you have pitch bend. It's right now 2 octaves, which is too much, but you could say 1 octave. And what's cool is this lag. If you set it at 0, but every parameter has a lag on it, which is an envelope to slow the control down. So you can set it so that it's a... If you need like all the, I keep trying to tell people if you need like the really cool slowing, the dance building things to do, set this to be like, I mean, this can be like super long, like do that and do it like 3 octaves. Check this out. So you can, oh, since it's such a wide range, it needs to be like really slow. So 1000. You made it sound that was cool, that you could do all that type of stuff. That's what the lag is really fun for. I've used it for THX effects and stuff like that. We're not doing anything like that right now, but I just wanted to point it out. Yeah, we'll make it pretty fast. I've mentioned to the Rolly guys that they need this type of parameter to the real-time controls on Rolly, which would really help with programming it so that you don't immediately like are lurchy. And so I want velocity to this. I need to envelope it too. So new filter, cutoff resonance. So you hear how that bright harmonic stuff becomes really handy. But now where's my velocity control? So if we go to the perform page, there we go. Then I want this to be a cool noise element. So let's say so here's without it. Gives you some cool fun stuff to play with. And then the effects, let's not have it be the etherizer because it's kind of cool. Pre-delay. This is like a reverb, but not. Cool. Now, if we wanted to, I'll try to get some of the performance parameters hooked up. Where are they at? Right here, controllers. For these, you have to say, I set this to these. It's been a long time since I've done these, but if I assign control 1, and then where is there? There's a page right here for assignments. Control 1, I want it to control the amp 100%. So that means this volume, and then I need to go to part 2, add this to be B amp, and part 3 to add to be part C amp. And so now I have these 3 that I can play with. The only thing you notice if you assign, and this is what drove me, when I did the power pack, this was one of the things that killed me. When I did the original power pack for this library with all of these patches, most of these patches I'd made ahead of time. And then when you go into this and you go to the assignments page, and I'm going to assign, I want control number 5 to be the filter cutoff for the master, right? So the master filter right here is at 15,556, right? When I go over here to the page and I assign 5 to the, where is it at? Master filter frequency, boom. And I want it 100%. When I go over here to the controls page, this is no longer at 15,556. So I have to reprogram this slider to be the value that I want it to be at. So it breaks everything when you assign it. So I got done with all these patches that I'd made, and then I had to go back and break each one and recreate it with the sliders set up, because every one of the patches in the power pack have all of these controllers assigned, which practically none of the factory voicing library even has, because it takes a lot of work to do. But the end result is cool, because now I can go to, like, say I want this frequency, this index, I want that to be on a slider. So I can go over here. I want slider 4 to be, that's part B. So let's go, I want it to be part 4, add part B index. So now, is that right? Master index balance. Oh, that's oscillator 1, I think. Oscillator B mod index balance. Maybe I want to add something else to this, because I want to mod master B transpose, not unison transpose, but pitch. Here at mod pitch. So here, delete that one because I want this to be pitch. So now, I still don't hear it. Oh, because there. What should we call this? I think I want it to be sustaining a little more, so let's go to the envelopes. A, B. We got Devil's Marimba as a, if we do that, I would probably want to go to the release time, make it a little bit longer. Amp gain, let's see, amp B C gap. Okay, what's going on here? B. Crunchkin. Well, I'll clean this up when I'm done with the live stream, because I want more of that sustain, but I'm not getting it. And so we'll call it Evil Marimba. Evil Rimba. YT, because we did it on YouTube. Boom. Cool. Digital Woodblock. That'd be a good name too. Here's some of the stuff from the Power Pack. Can't tell you how long it took to make some of these. Hours and hours and stuff like this is cool. All these sliders are set up. All sorts of crazy stuff. But some of my favorite stuff in the Power Pack was like the just these pads. Some of these, like the Tranquility and the Feeling of Power. I love them. Someone's asking, I wonder when there will be a Absynth 6. You know, maybe we can ask Brian on Saturday. I don't think he can tell me, but it's worth asking, right? And then, of course, THX was crazy because it's octaves with pitch EG going in different directions and stuff, so you can do the whole... If nothing else, if they just updated it so it was vector graphics, so you could make it bigger than just the smaller interface, you know. But yeah, there's room for all sorts of improvements if they wish to. Still great sound. So we'll play with that on Saturday. We're gonna play with Blue. Let's get back to Blue for a minute, because come here, Blue. So make sure if you need new patches, Blue is a fun synth to play with. Some really cool plucky things here. did this in Seaside. All you need for this, I'll do it for a minute because I love doing this stuff. But let's go over here. Call up, even this kit would work. Just go to Groove Player. Say one of these grooves down here, like not push it. Now check this out. So I'll use the windowing here to get rid of the tambourine. There we go. Love it. Play all day long. I hate my job. Well, thanks for joining me. I'm not sure if I'll save this video or not, but it's fun to have people come along on the adventure. Yeah, someone's saying Creaturesque is amazing. That's a library for Omnisphere, which I can't play right now. I don't think I have it loaded. And besides, we're promoting Blue, because that's what we're doing right now. But yes, Creaturesque is cool. Kathy Talbot, awesome voice. I'm having her work diligently between doing, she's doing all sorts of trailer music for all sorts of films right now with her voice and with her production stuff. I'm having her work on stuff for Creaturesque Volume 2, so that will be coming. But it's really fun to take, in case you don't know, Creaturesque is a library for Omnisphere, and it's like alternative vocals. I did a lot of stuff where using Melodyne, I would take things that had intervals of pitch in it, and I would get rid of them, which was kind of fun to try to do. So if you would, I can play the samples because I don't have the patch folders loaded right now, but check this out. This is fun. This is the sound design stuff that we're having a good time with over here. So come here, Omnisphere. Where are you? There you are. So if you go to the sample folder for Omnisphere, oh, not there. Close out of that. I'm gonna go here and go to just the user library, so it's easy to find Creaturesque. My dog is here. But there's all this stuff with Kathy singing. First, let's go down here to the Latin stuff that she's saying, for example, that I didn't tweak. So here's the Latin, and I tried to put the phrases. So if we're gonna play this, we should probably put envelopes on it. What's fun, so I took this Latin 7, and then I used Melodyne. Oh wait. Oh, these are ones I fixed. Here's the Latin. Like 8 had that interval in it, right? And vocal samples are cool, but if they have phrases like that, if you're doing like really weird Gregorian trance, so I took these into Melodyne, and instead of it being it's now this. I think I have it here. No, I don't. I don't have it dry. I just have the make. These means it's been Mega Magic, which is the reverb processing to it. So here's 8. So you have the sample. Now it's got this pitch is the same, but there's still the phrasing of her speaking, right? So it becomes this cool pad with all this motion stuff. So it's really fun library. Did that to all sorts of stuff. So yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Creetrask was fun. Yes, I am sidetracked into playing with my live streams longer. What is an oscillator? Go watch the video I did on oscillators. I did that not that long ago. All right, well, I'm gonna go. So we have the library, where is it? Right here. Oh, check this out. This is really cool. Razor sharp. Just in your face. So you use the mod wheel. And that's not even all 6 oscillators. That's 3 oscillators. With 2 voices of unison, really wide stereo. But the cool thing that is in the oscillators of Blue, and I haven't found many other synths that have this. I'll show you the trick that does this really easily. So if we go here and just choose a blank patch. Okay, let's turn it up and let's make it the sawtooth. This spread parameter hear that detuning? And it's currently set so that it's phase locked. So if you're doing a bass sound, that attack is the same every time. But if you hit free, so if you turn on 3 of these, little bits of detuning, have these all be free with that spread on. It's just huge. And then turn on unison and stereoize it. They all share the same volume envelope, so you can pretty easily make really nice big sound. We'll do a complete patch walkthrough of the library. Probably, I'm supposed to do that maybe tomorrow, something like that. Hey, kind of have jump in front time. Can you unison a unison and then unison that unison? Cute. With 6 oscillators that can each do a spread, which can then be unison, which can then be turned into going into chorus. Oh, we got to go over here first. The routing, to get things to the effects, you have to go to this routing and change it to be effects. So let's say effects A. Effects A. That means it's not going into the filters. So the filters are being bypassed. And then chorus. Actually, let's make this reverb. and then a chorus after the reverb. So there. Ha. Beautiful, don't you think? Spread it out a little. Different lengths, different rhythms, slower things down because it speeds. Too long. You can make it big enough. Not a problem. Okay. Thank you for joining me. It was fun. We will do it again. Don't forget, Saturday live stream, we will be covering more on Blue. We will also be covering Absynth 5 with the godfather that created Absynth 5, Brian Clevenger, on Saturday. So come join, say hi. Blue 2, by the way, is on sale at timeandspace.com. If you don't own it, you can get it for, it's like $103 US right now until Sunday night, I guess. Then it goes back to being $149. And our library is normally $25, and it's $21.25 right now through May 7th for 96 patches for Razer. So pick these up if you would like. Bang someone over the head with these. Love FM. Dark and moody. It was raining in Seaside when I did this, so I was like looking outside, it's all gray and the ocean waves were there, and kind of got me in the mood for doing this kind of a sim. All right. I'm out of here. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching. We will do this again more often, I promise, because videos are fun. And it's just pushing record button and sitting here and hanging out. So I like that. All right, see you later.